There are several good reasons why you should refinance your current mortgage. While it may depend on a variety of factors, refinancing can help you meet your big financial objectives. In this video, I'm going to share, based on my 15 years experience in finance, what the top 6 reasons why it's a good idea to step back and consider refinancing your own home loan. If you're thinking about buying another property in the future, you should stick around, as this is the easiest way where people can get ahead, and I'm going to touch on that later in the video. The number one reason why people refinance is for the cheaper rate. Most people do not understand how much they can save by refinancing their home loan, and this is because the idea of finance to most people is considered very complex. What people need to understand is that they need to go through this process in order to maximize their savings, where most people can actually save a minimum of $2,000 per year just by switching their mortgage to a cheaper lender. Home loan providers are even offering what's called a refinance rebate, where per home loan you can get up to $4,000 to encourage you to switch lenders. So refinancing to a cheaper home loan interest rate is not as hard as what it seems. If you have a good mortgage broker on your side to do all the heavy lifting, like the team here at Wilbell Mortgage Broker, they can access these results for you straight away. With all these additional savings and a lower mortgage rate, you'll be light years ahead of where you would have been otherwise. The second reason people refinance their home loan is to consolidate their debt. If you have other debts such as a car loan, personal loan, credit cards, it can be beneficial to consolidate them into your home loan. Credit cards, by the way, are one of the most dangerous credit instruments going around. This is because there's many credit cards still out there charging you a 20% interest rate. And sometimes the temptation to overspend is so great that many people can get caught in a debt trap. Refinancing and consolidating your loans can get you out of that trouble and back on track with your finances. Reason number 3 is renovation. Homes obviously age and deteriorate over a period of time. So we'd love to renovate a part of the house like the kitchen or the bathroom, or sometimes we just want to put a deck out the back. There are really many different things that we could do with our properties over the years. A lot of people don't know that you can actually refinance your home loan and access some cash to pay for the renovations, provided you've got the equity. Most people have equity if they've owned their property for more than 2 or 3 years. The more equity you have, the more cash you can access, assuming you've got the income to meet the loan repayments. The good thing here is that you can do this without increasing your actual loan repayments. If you want to do a reno soon and refinancing now looks like the best option for a cash out, our team here is available to help you out. The number 4 reason is surprisingly one of the most common reasons why people refinance their home loans. I'd say about 15, maybe 20% of all the refinancing I do is because of relationship splits or divorce. I'll be asked by clients to help with financing when they need to divide their assets and then make an agreement where one party gets to keep the property and has to potentially pay the other party out. That means they need to refinance the loan and put the property in their name. This is an issue that is very tricky that many are unaware of, since it involves determining the client's maximum borrowing capacity based on the income the lenders will accept. Different lenders will have different rules on things like child support, family A and B payments, single parent payments, and several other things. This means that just because one lender tells you that you can't borrow enough, it doesn't mean there's other lenders out there that are happy to offer you a larger loan amount. There are also other external factors. For example, if you go into court, it can take quite a while for the court to sort everything out and create the court order that basically says whoever's going to keep the house and what the terms are. Most of the time, this will involve a long and tedious process. So if you want to avoid a lot of the stress and save a lot of the time and effort, especially if it involves kids, engage a good mortgage broker right from the start. The number 5 reason why people refinance is because their fixed loan term is ending. This is a common one. What happens when you're on a fixed loan term is that you'll just stick with the existing lender, but it will roll into a principal and interest style repayments with a standard variable rate. The thing is, most lenders won't discount that standard variable rate, or they'll just give you a really small discount. That means you'll be basically on a massive interest rate. My first word of advice here is to negotiate with the existing lender, because if they can provide you the rate that you're happy with, then there's no need to refinance your home loan. So common caution, always remember to check your standard variable rate once it rolls off that fixed rate period. That may be the time when you would need to refinance the home loan if your existing lender doesn't come to the party. Here's the last most common reason that I have for people wanting to refinance a home loan. It allows them to buy another property. Some clients want to buy an investment property to improve their wealth, or they just want to buy a bigger family home because they've got a growing family. How does it work? First, it works through equity. Equity is the difference between what your property is worth and what the loan is. The whole idea is that banks will be happy to lend you a part of your equity, which sometimes is a large amount, and then you can use it towards the upfront costs like stamp duty and deposit of the purchase property. The only challenge to this is that you need to qualify for the finance because you are taking on another debt. So your income has to be quite good, and you can't just say you've got a lot of equity and then borrow as much as you can, because it doesn't work that way. You still have to prove your income. Usually if you've got two properties, one property is going to be an investment. Therefore, you can use the income from that property, and it can be considered when it comes to calculating how much you can borrow. So this essentially is going to improve your borrowing power. Whether you're refinancing to buy a bigger family home or an investment property, what you need to do is get yourself a good mortgage broker. They'll be able to figure out most of the time within a 15-minute chat whether you're in the ballpark or not. That's my top 6 reasons why people refinance their home loans. If you're thinking about refinancing, let us help you figure out the best options in a 15-minute, no commitment phone call. Our team here at Wilbell Mortgage Broker will be more than happy to assist you. Please click on the link below and book a call today. Cheers.